Yo, what's poppin'? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the family. And if you have already been tuned in, well, thanks for coming back. Either way, you already know. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about relationships. All throughout the channel, you're going to find videos covering subjects regarding to those topics. Now, what I want to talk about right now in this particular video is knowing your worth, guys. You got to know your worth, all right? See, what happens is we often fall under the impression that we deserve this, or we should have this, or we should be here, or whatever the case may be, but we don't actually truly deserve it, all right? We're all guilty of that. You're probably in a situation that maybe you have been in a situation where you feel like you should get more or have more, but you don't. And the question you ask yourself is why? Why don't I have this? Why can't I get this? Why can't I get her? Why can't I have that? You know, and the thing about it is, you know, you got to know your worth. You got to see where you measure up. All right. Now, we're going to talk about knowing your worth in a few different aspects right now. Let's talk about number one, knowing your worth just in general, in life, in business. And then we'll talk about in relationships. Number one, in general. How to know your worth in general? Well, look at the worldview. All right, what do you have to offer to the world? What kind of skills do you have? What kind of value do you have to bring to the equation? What kind of difference can you make in the world? What kind of changes, what kind of impacts can you create? What makes you stand out? What makes you different? What makes you special? What talents do you have? What can you provide to the planet, to the people? What is your worth? And then compare yourself, not in a light of, oh, I'm not the same or I'm better or worse, but in comparison as to, okay, this is what they're doing, this is how I'm going to do it. All right, you don't want to compare to measure better or worse. You want to measure capability, creativity, and connection. How can you connect to people differently? How can you do you, right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. All right, you don't have to go out and do things that are brand new. You guys got a whole lot of examples out here on the planet of people, business models, companies, etc. All these organizations, they're showing you what works and what doesn't work. And you can go ahead and figure out how you fit into the grand picture. How do you fit into the scheme of things? What is your role in this vast universe? All right. And once you figure out what you're good at, what you're not good at, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, you'll be able to go ahead and facilitate throughout the world. You'll be able to navigate throughout the world, and you'll be able to be a savage in the marketplace because you're going to be able to know your worth. Knowing your worth puts you in a position where you won't accept certain things, certain wages. You won't accept certain treatment. You won't necessarily even put yourself in certain positions or go certain places because you know your worth. All right, now don't get confused and don't misinterpret. Don't misinterpret your worth. Don't put yourself higher up than you should be. Don't get super egotistical and think you're better than you are. All right, have you put in the work? Have you earned the accolades? Have you put in the effort? Have you gotten the trophies? Have you gotten the recognition? Have you actually earned your title? Have you got to where you're at because of success after success after success? All right, that's the question. Now, how do you get to where you want to be if you're not where you're at? To increase your worth, well, you got to grind, baby. You got to put in that work, period. Bottom line, there's no secret to it. All right, yeah, you can fake it till you make it, but I don't want you to do that forever. I don't want you to be faking it till you make it. I want you to eventually make it. All right, you need to eventually make it so that you are exactly who you think you are. And again, that's self-actualization. That is knowing who you are, knowing your worth, etc. All right, now when it comes to women, right? When it comes to women, we'll talk about that last. When it comes to business, though, just in general, knowing your worth, dealing with clients, know who you should put your time towards, know who deserves, your interactions, who deserves the extra attention and things like that. What businesses should you partner up with? What people should you bring into your company? Know your worth, guys. Don't just settle for less and don't just sell yourself short, and don't put yourself in situations where you're playing yourself. Don't play yourself, all right? Know your worth, all right? Especially because it's a dog-eat-dog world. People are sharks. People in the marketplace can be savage. People can be very aggressive, and people can take advantage of you if you're not aware of your worth, if you're not aware of the grand picture, right? So you got to be able to sit back, see things, know how you fall into it, and demonstrate your worth. All right, don't just talk about it. Don't just say things. Demonstrate your worth. Let people see and feel the vibes based off of accomplishments, things that you can actually back up. You know, you don't want to just be saying things and talking yourself up, but you have nothing actually to prove for yourself. All right, so know your worth. Now, when it comes to women, which is, I know, you know, a big topic for you guys. You know, when it comes to knowing your worth, when it deals, you know, when you're dealing with women in relationships, you guys, you got to know, you know, when enough is enough, you know, or when you're giving a woman too much of yourself, you know, or when she's not giving you the attention or the respect or the love or the affection or appreciation that you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's going to be subjective. That's going to be really determined by, you know, what it is that you got going on in your life, your actual status, you know, your value, your sexual marketplace value. You know, you can't just expect to be treated like a king if you out here moving like a pawn. You know what I'm saying? So you got to actually have, you know, credibility and prestige. You actually have to be someone of high status in order to be treated you know, that type of way. You know, have things going on that give you notoriety, you know, so that you get recognition and you get accolades and things like that, you know, so that when women try to play you or they try to shit on you or they try to put you in a, you know, in inferior position, because trust me, bro, women are going to say all type of things. They're going to try to play you. They're going to try to say this, that, da. But you got to just, you know, keep it cool, you know, chill, know your worth, and realize, you know, they're just always trying to test you, you know. And if she's not following suit, she's not following your lead, and she's not picking up what you're putting down, catching what you're throwing, and she's not treating you how you want to be treated, how you deserve to be treated, how you should be treated based off the type of man you really are, find another woman, man. Find somebody else who will. You know, find somebody who sees that in you, sees you for who you're becoming, and sees you for what you're truly worth. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you are going to find a girl, you know, you're going to find a woman, and you're going to fall for her, and you're going to end up putting her above yourself. You're going to start putting her first. You're going to start to put what she wants and desires and all of that. You're going to put that before you. And you're going to start to forget your worth. You're going to start to forget your importance. You're going to start to forget what makes you great, because you're going to be so focused on trying to please her and trying to make her accept you and get her validation. Trust me, that's not what you want to do. Don't be out here trying to get validation from women. It should be the other way around. All right, guys? So know your worth. All right? If she's out here disrespecting you, wasting your time, you know what I'm saying, being flaky, if she's out here just playing games with you, you don't got time for that. Hit the road, you know what I'm saying? And let her know, like, look, I'm not going to be that type of guy. I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and try that on so-and-so. But, yeah, that's not going to fly right here. You feel me? And then that's going to be it. You know what I'm saying? She's either going to leave or she's going to stay. But you're not here to play. All right? And if you do what you should do and you do it the right way, she's going to actually like that. She's going to fucking love how you just stood up for yourself and how you didn't fold under pressure, how you didn't become a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't submit, you know, and you held your ground. You know what I'm saying? You had a backbone and you knew your worth. All right, guys, that's the key here. You got to know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Women love a man who knows his worth and stands up for his worth. You know, they don't want to be around a guy who is iffy or insecure or feels like he's like weak and shit. Like, bro, you want to be that guy that when women think about you, they're like, yo, he's you know what I'm saying? And you want to be dreaming about and shit like that, bro. And the only way you're going to be dreamed about is if you are worthy. You got to be worthy. So put on your motherfucking game. Put on your game face. And let them know. Prices are going up. Time is becoming even more valuable. You get what I'm saying? Know your worth. Increase your worth. All right, guys? Now, just in life in general, you know, you do want to have assets. You want to have people around you to increase your overall net worth and the quality of your life. All right, guys. Hope that helps you. If it did, hit the like button. Let me know what you thought. Drop a comment. Give me some feedback. Have you ever been in a situation where you didn't feel like you were treated accordingly to how you feel you were worth? Have you ever been in a position where your worth was questioned? I want to know. Drop a comment. Let me know. All right, guys. Until the next time, stay happy, healthy, wealthy, blessed, and focused on success. And when you see me drop the next video, you know what to do. Tap in.